There is a study already in Metro Manila and suburbs conducted by the World Bank in 2012, and one of the recommendations of the study is the improvement of drainage, internal drainage system. I know this, the UPMO knows this, and actually I think right now the carrying capacity of our drainage is in a 5 or 10-year return period lang. Ang kailangan ng study, 50-year return period. Ibig sabihin, lalakihan natin ang ating mga drainage system. It is included in that particular study. And sana makita natin ulit yung ating study na yan. You can either update that or just follow the recommendation of the World Bank study. You have that, the World Bank study, Metro Manila and suburbs. In fact, one of the recommendation is being implemented already, the Blooming Threat Interceptor. That is one. And the other one is the retarding basins in Cavite. You have that already, Mr. Secretary. These are all included in the master plan. In fact, the study. In fact, one of the recommendation of the World Bank study is to put up a high dam in the Upper Marikina River and the improvement of Mangahan Spillway. That's all, Mr. Chairman.
You may respond, please. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor, I think the good congressman has made, that's correct. In fact, under the Japanese finance program for Metro Manila, one of the projects that we're looking at is actually to put up three dams in the Sierra Madre watershed area to control the flooding problem, the flooding going down to Metro Manila, and this is going to be under study now, Your Honor. This was actually directed by the President himself, actually. Aside from that, I think we're also considering a impounding reservoir in San Mateo. So these are the infrastructure programs for Metro Manila that we're looking at.
Okay.
But, what is more important actually is the drainage system in Metro Manila.
So as a last follow-up to the question, Mr. Chair, given all of that, so ang question ko, so what drainage plan are we following? Kasi taon-taon nga nag-allocate tayo ng funding eh. So what drainage plan are we following? Kasi if we are not following any drainage master plan, then we are not achieving anything.
Well, I think this is the real challenge actually, Your Honor. I think we need to undertake a real to goodness integrated master plan, drainage master plan for Metro Manila. I think
So Mr. Secretary, is it that we are made to understand that currently we are not following any plan?
unfortunately,
Kanya-kanyang
yes,
allocation lang.
for Metro Manila, that's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. So, Mr. Chairman, I think that's the problem. That is what we have to address. Because, Mr. Secretary, I believe that you will understand that we will just be wasting money if we don't follow any plan that kanya-kanyang tulak lang ng appropriation or kanya-kanyang tulak ng allocation. Then we will not solve any problem. Maybe that is what we have to present to the President. And then present to the President how much it would cost. Then the President, dahil mahal yan, could come up, the country can come up with a 10-year master plan, a 15-year master plan na tuloy-tuloy yung funding na hindi utay-utay. Then we will accomplish something, Mr. Chair.
Mr.
Sige
Chair,
po,
I was just informed.
Secretary Bernal, please.
Sorry, Mr. Chair. I was just informed by our good senior undersecretary that there is a program that is going to be undertaken by the UP Resiliency Institute to prepare a initial assessment on an integrated master plan for drainage master plan in Metro Manila under the World Bank.
Yes, that is nice to hear, Mr. Secretary. Actually, we have that master plan, pero it's limited to Quezon City. But other cities should also do that master plan because we are connected eh. Yung tubig galing sa amin sa Quezon City, hindi lalabas sa Laguna de Bay kung walang master plan yung Pasig rin dahil dinadaanan namin yung Pasig eh. Hindi rin lalabas sa Maynila kung wala rin yung Maynila eh.
Totoo pa yan.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary.
Maybe can you state your your observation para lang din po malinaw. What did you actually want to have, Congressman Suntay?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. What I want to have is for the DPWH and together with the MMDA, because MMDA also has funding for flood control. Pero in fact, the cities, the LGUs also have funding for flood control. But kanya-kanyang palo yan. It's not a unified master plan that everyone is following. Maraming pera ang kailangan, Mr. Chairman. But if everyone talks to each other, and pulls their resources together, then baka matapos yung master plan. But what is important is first, we have a unified master plan for Metro Manila. Secondly, we estimate how much will that master plan cost. Pag alam na natin yan, we submit it to the President, to the Office of the President, ask him to have a 10-year, alam ko hindi matatapos sa itong last 3 years niya, to have a 10-year, 15-year, or even a 20-year master plan, which everyone in Metro Manila, which the country will follow, then we solve one problem. Pero sa Metro Manila lang yon, hindi ko alam pa pagdating sa probinsya. But at least in Metro Manila, may nasolusyonan po tayo. But unless we have that master plan and unless we get everyone on board, then we will always be flooded. And we are just wasting money. Sayang naman, kawawa naman yung taong bayan.
Well, before the Secretary responds, if he will respond, just to be very clear, do we not have an actual master plan? I think it's in the DPWH website that we have master plans that actually exist today, that we worked with the foreign consultants, hindi po ba? Or is this something that is different? Yung mga River Basin master plan po that we worked with foreign partners.
Yes, yes, Your Honor, if I may respond. Yes, we have master plans for the 18 major river basins. But unfortunately for Metro Manila, it's only the Pasig Marikina river basin that we have a master plan, not the internal drainage of Metro Manila.
So I think we have to make a note that that is something that we have to undertake for the future.
Mr. Chair, there is a disconnect between the DPWH and MMDA and the LGUs. Because for a highly urbanized megapolis, there should be really a strong government. Unfortunately, MMDA has a very limited authority but a big responsibility. Yun lang pong zoning. Nagbabiolate yung mga local governments. Wala namang magawa yung MMDA. For example, sa waterways, ang best master plan is to preserve the natural waterways. Yun ang best master plan. Pero, yung natural waterways, punong-puno, 600,000 plus informal settler families on top, on side of the natural waterways. Yun ang pinaka-problema. So, kinakailangan po siguro, in fact, I'll be filing a proposed bill. Sundin na natin. Meron naman pong provision ng Constitution na pwede namang mag-create ang Metropolitan Manila ng isang Metropolitan Manila government para po, kasi hindi naman magkakarugtong yan. Hindi naman pwedeng independent yung mga waterways. Hindi pwedeng independent yung highways. Hindi naman pwedeng dadaan ka ng Quezon City, pwede kang walang color coding, pero pagdaan mo ng Makati, hulihin ka na. So there must be a strong Metropolitan Manila government with merong pare-parehong mga ordinances at mga laws. So we need a Metropolitan Regional Assembly who can propose laws para po sa susundin ng buong ngayon po lahat ng mayor boss lahat ng mayor boss, walang magawa ang Public Works, walang magawa ang MMDA. Even sa disposal ng garbage. Kung saan dinedispose. Salamat po.
Okay, thank you, Congressman Arice. Next to ask, Congresswoman Cruz. Is she here? She's here.